ladies and gents, what's up? It's Lisa from twocreateawebsite.com, and I'm going to apologize in advance because some of you are going to be completely addicted to what I'm about to show you. It's called Visual Composer, and it's a plugin for WordPress that basically lets you have drag and drop design functionality at your fingertips. So if you've ever struggled with adding columns to your pages, or maybe you want 2 columns, but you want the left side to be smaller than the right side, all of that is going to be a breeze now once you learn how to use Visual Composer. It's been around for about 3 years now. I don't know why I haven't heard of it, but it's changed my life, let me tell you that. So now this is a normal page in WordPress. This is my To Create blog. It's just a basic landing page created with my Genesis theme. It's just a page with the landing page template. No big deal, right? Just text, pictures. Well, here's a page that's actually created with Visual Composer. I've got to load it so you can get the full effect. So let's click View. See that picture animate in like that? Call to action animation. 3 columns. I had complete control over how many columns are here. We've got this animated gallery here that stops when I hover with the mouse. When you click, it brings up a pop-up and people can just arrow through if they want, and then you can close it. There's an animated pie chart where I have complete control over the amount of sections of the pie, the colors of the pie. We've got a read more button down here where I can control the size of it, the color of it. And then you've even got an accordion section right here where I can expand and collapse the different sections. All of these elements are drag and drop, and they are very, very, very customizable using Visual Composer. So this is what this page looks like on the back end. And I'm going to create a brand new page from scratch in this video, just so you can see how it works. But here's the text at the top of the page. Here's that image that animated in. There's the call to action box. Here are those 3 images across the page. All of this is done within this editor. It is so easy to use, you guys. I just feel like something's going to explode. Like I must be missing something. It's that easy to use. I have to disclose that I am an affiliate for Visual Composer. A lot of people don't like when affiliates do videos like this. This is why I keep them to a minimum. But rest assured, I only do this for products that I use and have purchased with my own money. So I hope you can respect that. They do have a free trial. So before you buy this, make sure you install it, test it out, make sure it works with your theme. That way you don't have to worry about spending your money on something and having compatibility issues. All right, let me take you inside so you can see how this all works. There are some housekeeping tips I need to tell you about, but I'll do that at the end so I can get to this demo because I really want you to see this. But make sure you watch the whole video because there's some things you need to know if you're going to get this plugin. So when you install it and activate it, you're going to see this link that says Edit with Visual Composer when you hover over your pages and your posts. So let's just click this. We're going to edit a page that I have set up as like a demo homepage. And when you edit with Visual Composer, and I'm going to call it VC because that's too many syllables for this video. So when you use VC and you click that link, you're going to be thrown into the front end editor. So you can actually edit your pages in the design view. So if I want to add another column, I can add a column above this. I can click and drag and move this column wherever I want. Now, I don't like to work in the visual editor. I like to work more in the back-end editor. I don't know. I'm just more comfortable working in the WordPress editor. But one thing I do want to show you is that you can preview what your site's going to look like on different devices, which is really, really neat, especially when you're going to do some of the things that you're going to see in this video. So let's go and click back-end editor, and it's going to throw you into a place that you're very familiar with if you use WordPress. So how VC works is you just basically add elements to your page. Then you adjust the settings for those elements, and then you can drag and drop them wherever you want on the page. You can add elements, and you can also add templates. So if you want to add an FAQ template below this box of text, you just click this, then go to default templates, and then you can choose from a gazillion different templates. It's amazing. You haven't even seen the half of this. Okay, so let's just say we want to add an image gallery with some animation above this text block. So let's click Add Column. So now we can click the plus, And we can choose from all these different elements. It's just overwhelming. It's so much. And all of these come with this plugin. I did not add any additional plugins to this at all. So let's choose the responsive image gallery. And you can title it if you want. And you can choose the animation. Let's go to the Niveau slider. You can choose how many seconds you want for the rotation for each slide. And then you can choose the source of your images. We're going to use the media library. So let's just click the plus and we're going to choose our images. And I'm going to pause this and hurry up and add these so you don't have to watch me do all of this. Okay, so we have 3 images. Now for the size of the images, they tell you what you can put here. So we want them to be full size. So let's type in full. We can choose the one-click action. We want to open these up in a custom link. And then you put the links in this box. So for the first image, you put that link on one line. For the second image, you put that link on the second line and so forth. So for the first image, let's say we wanted to go to google.com. The second image, we wanted to go to yahoo.com. And then for the third image, we want to go to this wonderful site I know called tocreateawebsite.com. And then you can choose the target window. Let's go new window and click Save Changes. Now remember I said I wanted this to go above the text. So let's just click and drag just like that. So let's click Update, or you could just preview it if you're not ready to update. And look at that. It's animating our image gallery. And again, I want to point out all of these things are responsive, meaning these are going to look great on smaller devices. Just keep in mind, you don't want to have too much animation going on because that can hamper your page loading time too. You can even do things like animate text blocks. Let's click this little green edit pencil here and scroll down and see the CSS animation. I can say, animate this text right to left and click Save Changes. And let's get rid of our photo gallery just so it doesn't get in the way. So let's update this and you're going to see this text animate in just a second. So let me hit refresh. Check that out. Crazy, isn't it? And then down here in the editor, it tells you that you have the animation set from right to left, so you don't forget that you've animated this. And if you want to change it, you just click this green pencil and turn it off if you don't want the animation. Now let's add a separator below this text. So we're going to click the plus here and we're going to choose separator. And just like anything else, you can style pretty much almost any element that you add here. It's just so incredibly cool. Let's choose juicy pink. Gotta love these colors. And then we can choose our alignment. Let's keep it at center. For the border, you can choose what kind of border. Let's choose a shadow border and see what that looks like. You can choose the size. So the width, we'll make it 2 pixels. You can choose how wide you want this to be. We want it to take up all the width of the container, so we'll just leave it at 100. And now we're gonna save and we'll preview it and see what it looks like. So there it is. And here's our separator right below. Isn't this cool? I mean, it's so customizable. All right, let's go back. All right, have you ever seen WordPress sites that have those nice landing pages with the thumbnails and the text below the thumbnails? It's a very popular layout now with WordPress themes. Well, you can create that layout yourself with VC. So let's go up to our template button. We're going to choose default template and we're going to look for the landing page template. There it is. And so Visual Composer is going to create this template and then throw it into this page. And there it is. So we basically have 3 columns with pictures that you can edit. You can pick pictures from your media library. Then there's text below it, which of course you can edit. There's a text block here in the middle. And then there's 3 more columns down here. So let me explain these icons. If you just want to delete a column but leave the row, then you would use this trash can. If you want to delete the entire row, then you would choose this trash can. And notice it turns pink to let you know you're deleting the entire row. If you want to get rid of one of your columns here, you just delete them individually, or again, get rid of the entire row. So let's see what this is going to look like on our page. And there it is. Here's our 3 columns. Here's our text box here. And then here's our other 3 columns. So of course you would replace these with real pictures and then whatever text that you want. And what I love about this plugin is that every single element that you add to your page is customizable. So let's say you're creating a landing page for a product that you're selling and you want to highlight those features. So let's go up to templates again, default templates. So they have all these different feature templates. Here's a feature and article template, a feature and charts. So let's choose that one, features and charts, and see what that looks like. Some of these, you guys, honestly, I haven't even seen. There's just so much to do here. So let's see what we got here. So again, if you're promoting a product, then obviously you would just change these pictures to whatever is relevant for your particular product. And I just want to call out a couple more of the elements that I think will be important to you. Let's say you want to put some Aweber code for your mailing list in here, or some MailChimp code or whatever. You could just choose the raw HTML element here and just paste your code in there. So this is great if there's no widget or element for what you need, but you just need to insert some code. Then you would just use the raw HTML settings. And even for these, you can click design options and then customize this space even more by adjusting the margins and the padding and everything. Blown away, blown away. And here's something that I thought was neat. You know how sometimes you just think, man, I just need a little bit of empty space here or some more space. You can even add blank space. They've thought of everything. You can create a custom heading, and there are tons of Google fonts for you to choose from. So when I scroll down here, font family, look at all these fonts. So if you're a fan of Google Fonts, you're going to love that. And it even gives you a preview of what it's going to look like. Wow. So let's create a 2-column design. Let's say you want 2 columns, and in the left column, you want a Vimeo video. Maybe you're introducing yourself to your followers, and you want to end the video by saying, sign up for my email list by entering your information in the box to the right, or something like that. So let's create a row. And for that row, we're going to make it 2 columns. So we've got something on the left, something on the right. So our video is going to go on the left side. So let's click the plus, and we're going to choose our Vimeo player. But if you had a YouTube video instead, then you would just choose the raw HTML element and paste your embed code into that. So let's choose Vimeo because I have a Vimeo account. And this is where you paste your link to the video. I already copied it, so I'm just going to paste it there. And I'm going to leave everything else the same. The width is 100%. Ratio is 16:9, which is widescreen. Oh, let's make the alignment to the center and click save. And so now over here, we're going to put our Aweber code for our email form, because we're going to pretend in the video we said sign up for our email list on the right. Okay, so let's click our plus, and we're going to use raw HTML because I've just grabbed my Aweber code. So we want to replace this, and I'm going to paste it and click Save Changes. So let's see what this is going to look like. Okay, so there we go. We've got our video on the left and then our sign up form for Aweber on the right. And what's cool about this plugin is I think a lot of people, and I know I can speak for myself, I struggle with pages because sometimes I want to add 2 columns or 3 columns to a page, but I don't necessarily want the entire page to have 3 columns. I might just want a couple of columns just for a specific spot like this to call out something. So it doesn't alter the entire page. It's just this one row. To me, that's what makes this game changing. I want to also share with you some things that you're going to need to know before you buy this and before you install this. First of all, you have to buy 1 license for every site. You cannot use this plugin legally on multiple sites. In fact, you have to activate the plugin so they will know if you've activated it on more than 1 installation. Second, this is a large plugin, so you'll probably have to increase your max file upload size for WordPress. If you don't know how to do this, I will put a link to how to do this in the description. And if this is too techy for you, just contact your web host. That's what I always do. They're very familiar with this step, and they can do it for you quickly and easily. And finally, after you install the plugin, you can come down to the Visual Composer menu that's going to be created and go up to Role Manager. Because if you want to use this on your pages and your posts, it's only set up to work for pages by default. So when you install it, it's going to be on pages only. So choose custom and then make sure you also check post. That way it's going to be enabled on both. And finally, watch your elements. Don't go too crazy with the animation because all of this JavaScript and stuff can impact your site's loading time. And you definitely don't want to do that. So use the animation sparingly. Don't go too crazy. Other than that, that's it. Enjoy.